Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever time this reach you. I greet you. This another installment of A Day with EJ. But let me show you right fast. Let me tilt this camera down. EJ sleep. She doing a good job of sleeping because we in St. Louis, Missouri, and it's an ice storm outside. Let me tell you how the ice storm has already affected me. I went to our storage unit to go put up a couple more EJ gifts, and the gate was froze. Right? Shout out Easy Storage. The gate was froze. Customer service couldn't help me because all of the other area storage units in a company were having the same problem, and nobody was at the one that I chose to get a storage unit at. If I only knew that nobody would be there, I wouldn't have never got a storage unit there. I would have got one somewhere else where I knew I could get some assistance when I needed it. That's neither here nor there. I called the company, and if I don't get a discount, I am going to create an uproar for them people company, just because I just feel like y'all take y'all money from me every month with no hesitation. So anytime I'm inconvenienced and it's y'all fault, I feel like y'all should pay for it. Skip that though. It's white outside, people slipping and sliding. I got a whole bunch of windows to look out of, so I'm just enjoying the show as people slide up and down the main street in front of my office. Silliest thing ever. But speaking of that, brings me to my topic of discussion. Being an entrepreneur is one of the hardest things in the world. I don't make a lot of money because all the money that I make, I invest it right back into myself. I see no reason in having it unless I'm spending it on something. So I spend my profit on equipment. I spend my profit on merchandise. I spend my profit on marketing and promotion. I spend all the money that I get, I put it right back into the business so the business can keep giving it to me, if you get what I'm saying. But other than that, along the lines, I'm going to start showing y'all how to use all of this equipment, since I got to be putting out content anyway. And I feel like if I'm doing it and you watching me, then you should be able to do it too, if you get what I'm saying. So with that being said, this entrepreneur stuff, it'll drive you crazy. See, most businesses fail within the first 3 years because they can't produce enough finances to stay running. And the businesses that do prosper over 3 to 5 years, the relationships that those people have, man, most of them be ruined because on the outside looking in, yeah, you a business owner and all of that. But from the inside looking out, the business never closes. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm thinking about what I can do to get my business ahead. I'm not thinking about what's going on in somebody else's world. I'm not worried about what's going on with the Joneses, because the Joneses' life don't pay one bill in my residence. The Joneses' life don't pay for my office or my supplies or my clothes or EJ food or anything close to it. Anything that's going on in my life, if I'm not paying for it, then it's not getting paid for. And I say that because friends and family would take that the wrong way. See, running a business has ruined a whole bunch of my relationships because I will not cut my friends a deal because we friends. And I expect them to understand that and respect it. But do you think that's the case? No, it don't ever be the case. See, the major brands and the people that they can't reach out and touch, they pay whatever them people charge. But for the people that they could pull up on, the people whose phone numbers they have, they feel like they special. And I want them to know you're not special, right? You worse. I don't know if nobody ever told you that or even put it out there. If you ask your friend that run a business for a discount, you are a horrible individual. Look me in my face when I tell you that. That's how I feel, right? And I preach that to EJ all the time. When my friends and family call me for a discount, we no longer friends. We no longer family. You don't want to see me do good. You don't even want to pay me what it's worth. You want to give me less. But you go to all the name brand stores and whatever the tags say, that's what you paying. I ain't watched you argue with nobody in the professional level in one of these merchandise stores over their prices. Now, I don't see you talking to nobody at Gucci. about, hey, can you give me 10% off of this? Right, come on, man, bring the price down a little bit. They gonna look at you like you crazy. But you will call your friend who run a business that's selling the same thing and try to get a deal from them. And then wake up in the morning and feel like you a good person on the inside. It's sickening. And it's sad, right? These businesses that be closing, they be closing because of people that be close to the business. I can't let you bring my business down because I love you. I can't go broke because I love you. I can't not pay my bills because I love you. But that's what you want every time you ask me for a discount. And I just look at you and you get mad. And I get happy because I know for a fact that we ain't never gonna speak on that level again ever in life. If you ever need me where that is concerned, I don't even want your business, let alone to pay my price. I don't even want the business because not having the hassle is a blessing all in itself. I say that because of this. So I got a call from a friend of mine. Well, used to be friend, but let me tell you how it played itself out so we could get it going. They needed something. Somebody that died in their family, and I sent my deepest condolences out to the family. But they called me because they need some face masks made, and they need them made in a hurry. Cool. I don't have no problem with that. How many you need? Need 20 of them. Even better, I can give you a bulk deal instead of you paying for them individually. Give them the price. This man had the nerve, the audacity to ask me, can he give me 2/3 of the price? Nah, you can't give me 2/3 of the price. And the fact that you would even ask me that is showing that what I got going on don't mean nothing to you. The fact that I take time out my day to get it done for you don't mean nothing to you. And my baby birthday coming up, that must not mean anything to you because the money that I bring in, I spend on her and the fam and all of that to try to make sure everybody around me is all right. So I give you a deal. I don't even make my money back that I spent on it because the third was going to be the only profit I had. And the profit, not really profit, is what I'm paying myself per hour to get it done. So my expenses with merchandise, equipment, and use, and the hours that it's going to take me to do it, I pay myself for that. And that's not good enough for you. It's even better that we not friends no more because I understand it. And once you show me that you not for me, I don't want to be for you back. That don't mean I'm upset with you. That don't mean I'm mad at you. That don't mean we gonna have an issue or none of that. That means that we can't do business. But let's see how karma works. So I have another friend that does the same thing that I do. And they also do face masks because I put them up on it because that's the type of person I am. If I could figure out how to get us a couple dollars, man, I'm going to give you the information. You ain't got to worry about asking me about it. So I put them up on it. And needless to say, this same person that I'm not friends with anymore is no longer friends with that friend either because I called him and asked him the same thing. How much for 20 masks in a hurry? Bro price was $30 more than what I was going to charge him. He wasn't worried about a bulk deal. He wanted his price. He tried to lowball him to what I was going to charge him. Right? He tried to knock that little 30 off of bro price. And bro lost it. And then he called me and told me about it. I laughed and told him, man, listen, do you know I was going to do the order for him for what he tried to pay you? And he tried to talk me down. What? Yeah. They don't want to see you eat. You have to watch your friends and your family because them the ones that's going to discount you right out of business. And now that I know that, I act accordingly. See, I didn't know that the first couple years I was trying to run a business and I was losing money instead of making it. Once I figured that part out, I started acting accordingly. And now I break even or I'm a little bit above board. But what I figured out for tax purposes is you're not really supposed to make no money when you run a business because the more money you make, the more you got to pay Uncle Sam. You know you got to give him 30. You know you got to give him a little 30%. So if you don't make no money, then you don't have to give them that 30%. You know what I'm talking about? But that's another conversation for another time. I don't want to put you on that. But what I do want to put you on this little installment of A Day with EJ, I'm trying to do better in life, and I'm not going to let anything get in the way of it, because I don't break the law while I'm doing it, right? I walk the straight and narrow path because I gave my mama my word I would, though I want to break it more than you would ever understand, and I don't even want to speak on it because it's a stress that I deal with every day. That is my weakness. That is my drug of choice. Fast money, getting it fast, spending it fast, getting it back, spending it again, getting it back, spending it again, if you get what I'm saying. But that's where I be with it. And I be trying to, deal with that on a daily basis. It be having me depressed, and I want to get out of bed and all of that, because you cannot imagine what it's like to need some money, to want to do something good and positive in your life, and know that if you do the wrong thing, you could come up with that money. But by doing the right thing, it's the slow grind to try to get there. And you know how to do it. You know how to go get the money. You understand the consequences of your actions, and you don't care. But you don't do it. You do what you are supposed to do in every situation. And that's so stressful to me. Just doing the right thing and living the right and narrow path is driving me insane. And I'm doing my best to deal with it. This entrepreneur stuff, man, is a headache that I don't wish on anybody. If you run a business, I completely understand where you're coming from. I understand what you be going through. I understand your stress. I understand your trials and tribulations. I understand the ruined relationships. I understand all of that because I deal with it every day. And for people on the outside looking in that's employed instead of employing others, you probably don't get that. It go right over your head because you don't understand it. But let me rationalize it to you where it do. No matter what you do in life, and I'm not going to use a fast food restaurant as an example. Let's use an internet company or something like that. Let's use Google for an example. Imagine you worked at Google. You can't give nobody nothing that Google provide. You can't give it to them because it's not yours to give away. See, Google can give it to them because it's their stuff. They do whatever they want to do with their things. You are an employee of the company, right? If Google gave everything away for free and didn't bring in no money, then they wouldn't be around. That's the same way that your friends' businesses run. If they keep giving you stuff, then they not going to be around long, right? Show them the same respect, right? If you want to see your friends do good, pay them extra. Give them a little bit more money to work with so they can do better in life. You tip at all the restaurants, but you don't tip your friends when you buy stuff from them. You are a horrible person. But there's no reason in me judging you because my opinion don't matter. I'm just a little small business owner trying to get through every day and pay my bills. And under no circumstance am I going to cut you a break that's going to stop me from getting through the day or paying my bills when you can't find a price lower than mine already. Y'all have a good day and be safe. My baby sleep, and I got to take inventory, so I ain't going to hold y'all up. I got to do a whole bunch of counting. I've been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the last little 48 hours, and that's driving me crazy. But it's time to file my taxes, and you know how those things be. Y'all have a good day and be safe. Hey, now. EJ.